Good morning, Houston. This is Chi Nguyen with the Push and Win Law Firm. Just wishing you guys a safe drive to work. In the event somebody hits you, you know who to call. 833-PUSH-WIN. Or visit us online at pushwin.com. That's PUSHWIN.com. 833-PUSH-WIN.
ARBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here. Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And Ding Dong. Ryan. 104.1 KRB. Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It is Thursday, June 22nd of 2023. 6 o'clock or 6:01 on the dot. On the
6:01 on the dot.
6:01 on the dot.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Roula, Ryan,
that's
Eric,
a
Special
skill.
K, and Sam. Happy Thursday, guys. It's my first day back, as y'all know.
Welcome
You
back.
guys have been back since Tuesday.
We had a
I was
long
in New
week
York.
here, Thursday and Friday.
We're working hard at this factory here.
Yes, factory.
Putting out some fun.
Some gold.
Yep. Oh, you missed quite a
honey
bit.
buns.
Honey bun gold. Oh, we got to slap Roula with some honey buns.
I gotta see this video because I was a little.
The best one was Sam and Kevin. But didn't. I mean, Brian's was good. They're all good.
Try It Tuesday where y'all. Why did y'all hit each other with honey buns again? What was the reason?
Sam's
Oh,
fault.
gosh, don't get me started.
No, I'm
Roula.
just curious. What was it? Because usually we do Try It Tuesdays. Is like
Gotta
something you saw
compose myself.
on TikTok.
And I brought some great food for us to try. I'm like, I'm actually bringing something positive and yummy. And then she had a good idea.
So we've been doing a story about somebody being pelted.
It was BB Rexa.
Yes.
Got the phone thrown at her face.
Oh, I saw that video.
Some
Yes,
idiot,
that was bad.
Some idiot did that.
Super, super bad.
Yeah, because she had to like stop her show. She like, fell down the stage.
Yeah,
yeah.
she had to get stitches and everything.
Oh, my God.
So we weren't making fun of her. That was not the goal.
No, somebody had mailed or emailed it or texted.
I thought Sam was going to tell a
Ryan,
story.
let me tell you it.
Pardon me.
Let me have the floor. Okay, so someone texted me that they got hit with a honey bun. And so I called them because I couldn't stop laughing. They were working and someone picked up a honey bun and threw it at them. So I called them and asked them about it. And then I couldn't stop laughing.
All day.
Wait,
All
why did
day.
this person get hit with a honey bun? Just because?
Because
I don't know.
the customer thought that they weren't, like they were trying to get
Unruly.
their
Oh,
attention.
it was a clerk
Yeah.
in a store.
Yes.
And got pelted with a honey bun through the packaging.
I think the packaging was on it, though. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you
The
gotta
packaging
you
was
gotta
on.
think that they didn't pull it out of the packaging. Then Eric had this amazing idea. Let's heat up some honey buns and throw them at each other.
Yeah, they're
Why heat them up? That's like burning your face.
no, you got
You
it.
gotta
It
get
made them
warm.
soft, malleable,
Okay.
Sticky.
malleable.
Sticky. They had to be
Sticky.
sticky because
They
Those
were
are
not
stick.
soft.
And I
That
thought
hurt.
that it was just going to be like a little lob. And
I
then
know.
next thing I know, there's Eric on the mound like a pitcher.
Yeah.
I nailed Sam in the face, in the cheek. Well, it's got to be to stick. It's got to be a little bit hard.
You know, we've done some dumb things
super
on this
hard.
show, but
Yeah.
this sounds really dumb.
It was awesome.
I closed my eyes. I didn't want to see it coming. And I was like, oh, God,
Ahmad was really holding some anger back.
So was
He
it
hit me in the
was
face
Ahmad
hard.
throwing it at everybody,
No.
or each of y'all threw it at
we
each
drew,
other?
we drew a name.
Oh, okay. Who you're gonna
I think
throw it
Ahmad
at?
hit somebody twice.
Yeah, I'm the only one who didn't get to hit anybody.
Yeah, I think no.
I didn't
'cause
hit anybody.
Yeah, because over here you threw your honey bun over the thing on my head,
Oh,
stuck
they
to my
hit
hair.
you.
Always Ryan has
My
to.
God.
Every time
Because
Ryan
you were
has to do
laughing
a
at me.
punishment, right, Kev?
Yes.
He has to take that punishment and then throw it on somebody.
He will chase you no matter what
Yeah.
it is. He'll chase you
Don't
around
make
the
me the
studio
bad
with
guy
it.
here. You're the one that started this whole mess.
No,
Eric.
I found out that that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
I just thought about
Every
that.
single time.
The mystery box, whatever's in there,
yeah.
he'll take out.
I'm going to put it in your
And he'll
face
put
and
it in
chase
your
you around
face.
with it.
Yeah, right.
I usually like
We're
the
gonna have to
things in the
handcuff
mystery
you.
box.
We're gonna have to handcuff you behind your back.
So you can't
Yeah.
do it.
So you
Hey,
can't
that
throw it.
mark stayed on my face like half the day.
You got a zit from it.
I did. Right here.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, look. I got one right here.
Those honey buns kind of look good, but then
Right there.
you know if you ate them, you'd be
Had
sick
like
for an
zits.
hour.
No, because it looks like really dry, old, like
Like who's eating a honey bun today? Right
base,
now?
whatever
Like,
the bun is. It looks
I'm
really
sure.
dry and
They're-
old.
They're
Somebody-
delicious for
They
breakfast.
I don't
Are
know,
they?
With a cup of coffee?
Cinnamon roll's better.
Well, yeah,
Well, what's
but
the difference?
It's easier to access a honey bun than a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls.
Is it called a honey bun because they didn't want to pay for somebody already trademarked cinnamon roll? Because isn't it like cinnamony tasting
bit,
or
but-
smelling?
A little bit, but it's not a cinnamon
It's
bun.
like a hot glazed wrapped donut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way to describe
What's the
it.
brand?
Oh, a little Debbie, I think. I gave
I think
Ahmad
that's
money.
one you got, yeah.
If you really want to have something delicious, it's a northern thing. Sam, I know you have them. I don't know if, Kevin, if you've ever had them up in Delaware. They're called sticky buns. And oh, my God. There's a place called Mr. Sticky's
They're
up
like
there.
monkey bread.
My mom makes them every time she comes down. She tells me
I don't know
this.
how to describe them.
Isn't it
special
clumps of dough that you put like in a bundt pan and then you put like butter and cinnamon?
Pull it apart.
That's
And it's-
monkey bread.
Right? And it's kind of like, almost like you can take dough. I've seen the hack. You can take like Grand's biscuits and pull those up, like chunk them up, like tear them.
But they've got
They
a
sell,
caramelized.
they sell those little
Dough
dollops.
balls. It's kind of like little pull apart dough balls.
Well, but
or
it's
something, right? You got
caramelized
it,
on the
yeah.
outside, and it's just, it's
I
heaven.
mean, I know we got some good honey bun talk, but a lot of people are texting about the storm last night.
Holy crap,
People
that
still
was
out of
bad.
power. Someone's asking us.
171,000 people still don't have power from last night's crazy storm. That was
288,564 people lost power.
Ugh.
And
We
it,
did.
It, it
You got
came
your power?
like,
Or did you keep your power?
I lost my power like twice. Came back.
my car needed a wash so bad that I got back from the airport and I took my car to the car wash, and then I was like, oh God, why is it so dark? Thank God my garage is clean enough for me to fit my car. So I put my car in the garage, and then the storms came. I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of lightning.
It was crazy.
Wow. So one person says the storm in spring was crazy. There's one house in Humble that was newly finished construction, and a tree fell on the house.
Oh, they're almost done?
I don't know if they
so
were totally
close.
finished or they were finished.
At least there was no one in there. No one had moved in yet.
I hope to God
You
that's
know?
the case. I don't know all of that. But somebody just texted, oh my God, Roula, all the A's. They were like kids when the mom leaves.
Oh, yeah. We partied.
Yeah.
Go to work and kids stay
It
home
was silly
alone.
and fun.
We had a kegger. It was a good
Yeah.
time.
It was
Kegger.
cool. Then we
That's a-
tapped it. So now I got to go back to specs.
Yeah.
It's a whole process.
Start
Wait,
partying
when you
again.
tap a keg, that means what?
You
You're
drink
able
it
to serve
till
the
it's
beer.
empty.
It's empty. Tap means it's empty.
Oh, that's floating a keg is empty.
Yeah,
That's
floating a
also.
keg.
Oh, okay.
I always
Because
say tap.
tapping a keg means you tapped it so you
Yeah.
can drink the beer out
I
of
always
it.
thought tapping meant you open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
you
Floating a
floated
keg
a
is
keg
empty.
is when it's empty because it floated on the ice.
That would make
Things
sense.
we learned. So if it was
would make
if it was rapid fire
Yeah, right.
quiz, you would not have gotten a point for that, Sam.
Who
No.
won this week? Kevin win?
Yeah, who
Yes.
Yeah.
It
wasn't climax.
wasn't that great of a rapid fire this week.
No, that's because there was no fighting.
Yeah.
You say that because you got knocked out first.
No,
You did.
I sucked today. Yesterday, I played, but
I think it was Ahmad that got knocked out first, then Eric,
Ahmad was out first.
Ahmad,
Yeah.
yes.
then Eric, and then Kevin and I.
Ahmad was not happy with the questions yesterday. Finally, somebody was on my side. See, look at his eyes.
Oh, dear God.
A
Morning.
lot of chess. You must have a chess Wikipedia
And
page.
what? There was one question.
But last
I
week,
have
the
a
week
copy.
before you
Was
had
it about
chess.
who goes first, black or white? Because I got that question once and I guessed white, and it was
It's about queens
No,
and kings. I'm
no,
like, I don't play
was
chess,
a
dude.
king.
Do checkers, man.
Queen's Gambit. He watched that again.
Yeah.
So the new rule when I'm writing rapid fire questions, if you've not done it, I can't make it a question.
Or I don't know.
You're getting more and more difficult with your criteria.
Exactly.
It must be pop culture. It must be this. It
Well,
must
pop
be that.
culture would be nice.
Yeah, and I throw it in there, and you still got it wrong.
Ooh.
I don't think you threw one pop culture thing in there.
Burning you.
Yeah, what was it?
I can't remember.
Exactly.
I write,
throwing crap out there, buddy.
well, you know what? You write 50 questions a weekend. I mean, it's like we could burn through 50
Ahmad.
questions.
I brought my
50
ice cream
questions.
scooper, by
Ryan,
the way.
Actually, Ryan should play next week. You're
Ryan
never going to
keeps
play.
Running
I played it
scared.
3
I
times.
want him to play.
I
But
played
want
it 3
him to
times,
play
and I
when
won all 3
host.
times.
No, you lost
I want
last
you to
time,
play
but
when I
you should
host.
play.
Okay, I'm
Because
going to...
it is a lot of work.
I mean,
It is a lot of work.
it's like I've written so far
Oh.
over 3,000 questions.
Trust me, I know it's hard. Take a break. I got you.
He doesn't want to take a break.
I've
That's
got
the awkward laugh. You hear that
I'm
laugh?
about
He's like, I don't
150
do that
ahead right
break.
now, but
Do it.
That's his
Do it.
word. That's his clue,
Sorry.
Ahmad, if he does not want you to do
I
it
will
because he has 150
Easily
in the
sit
arsenal.
out so that you can take
Yeah, Sam's like,
my-
please take me out.
Take me out.
Please take my spot.
All right, when we come back, I'm going to give y'all some scoop on the giant ice cream scooper I brought back from New York City.
Ooh.
Because this looks like an ice cream scooper. Does it
Yeah.
not?
No.
Am
No, I
crazy?
thought it was a pizza
I
cutter.
mean, pizza cutter.
yeah.
I feel like this is a scooper.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see the base of it, Roula. I literally thought you brought in an ice cream scooper.
No, it's the Gracie.
I didn't see the base of it though, the way that
It
the
looks like
computer
to me.
was.
It looks like an ice cream scooper.
It does.
We're the one for best pizza, Italian
It's
pizza.
like, why did you bring this?
And it's very heavy, so I had to go through security in a separate box. I go, there's a giant metal thing in my bag. Now I've got to
Beep,
take
beep,
it out.
beep, beep,
Best pizza.
Anyway.
Yeah, because from the side it looks like it could be a pizza cutter, but
Yeah.
from the back it looks like it'd be a scoop.
And
It
if you
does look
don't
like a
see the
scoop.
bottom because of where the monitors are,
Oh, yeah.
you would
Right
have
here.
no idea. Look, I had no idea what it was.
They should make it
And
into
is
like
is that Miss Gracie? Is that supposed to be a bust of Miss
I
Gracie?
think it's. No, I don't think so. I think
A
it's
bust,
just like.
her.
Because it looks like a
Female
woman's.
form.
It looks like a woman's face up there,
Yeah, with the
adorned
curves.
with some type of like Jesus halo around. Yeah,
The angels had the halos.
yeah. You could always tell who was the angel.
Doink.
I don't remember Jesus walking around with a halo. I'm sure he has one, but you know.
I see paintings with Jesus.
Oh,
with
all
a
the
halo
icons in
and
my
the-
church have halos. All
Really?
the saints of Virgin Mary,
He
all
hasn't
they
been
all
to
have
a
halos.
church.
I have been to plenty of churches.
Okay, coming up next
all
week's
on
scoop.
TV.
Here's your weather for today. Is it
on
going to
me.
rain again? And when are we going to get power back? This is the question everybody wants to have the answer to.
Really bad. I mean, it was really bad last night. Like I said, thousands of customers without power. It does look like we got thunderstorms again today. It's going to, however, cool it down. So the atmosphere stabilized after last night's round of storms, but there's enough moisture in place for some widely scattered showers today and some more storms to develop. The rain should cool temperatures off into the mid-70s this morning. It's already 80, so that's not really correct. But highs will only reach in the mid-90s today, so it is going to cool it down a little bit. Right now, actually, it's 78 degrees and 6:11 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Keep your radio right here
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
Okay, first I want to remind you guys the summer of 2023 continues at 8:20, 1:20, and 5:20 today. It is 3 chances each day to become a finalist for $10,000. Someone's going to win 10 grand at the end of the summer. And we give you something fun to do in the meantime, like concert tickets, event tickets. Today at 8:20, you're going to score tickets to RuPaul's drag show. Was it Work the World? Tour? Work. W-E-R-Q. Work. It's a new way to spell it.
Oh, it is?
Work the world.
It's RuPaul's way to say it.
Whoops.
I mean, the kids are
Because
spelling
W-E-R-Q
everything
is not how
fine.
you spell it, Eric.
Like that's a lick. That's a L-E-W-K. Lick.
Lick. Anyway, so summer of 2023. All right, so Eric wanted to hold the Gracie, and I said, hold on, I'll let
Yeah,
you
I
hold
want to
it.
try this thing. Let me see.
Because everyone's always like, well, how, usually when you get an award, people are like, wow, this is really heavy, or oh, this is really nothing, or wow, this is really sharp. Like the Emmys will impale you.
Roula's
Jeremy
carrying a
Piven
trophy.
got impaled when he tried to kiss the Emmy, and the wings of the Emmy impaled his lip.
Ow!
When on TV.
From
one
this
year.
angle, it looks like it's a dented pizza cutter.
From my angle, it looks like it looks like an ice cream scooper.
It's
I
funny how
thought it was more like an ice cream.
I want to know,
scooper.
like, we should Google to find out why it's shaped like this.
It's very
Well,
heavy.
it's named after Gracie Allen, isn't it?
Gracie Allen, yes.
But it's
It's a silhouette of a
I
woman
guess
wrapped
like
in
her
it,
face.
almost like in a.
it's got some good weight to it.
It's definitely a good weapon.
Put this by your bed. If
What do the
somebody comes.
words say at the bottom of it?
It just says winner of a Gracie. It has no personalization. No, just kidding.
Oh, it has
it
your
does.
name?
It has my name. It has a station name.
Oh, that's cool.
And it has.
On every side,
I
too,
actually
huh?
didn't read it
No,
all.
there's 2 sides.
It says Roula Christie, the Roula and Ryan Show, 104.1 KRB, host morning show, drive major market interview special, Cumulus Media. I don't know why it's interview special. It was just.
Did you interview?
That's new. That the category I put in for was morning drive major market because there's major, large, and small. Mm-hmm. But the interview special, I noticed that last night. I go, wait, it says interview special on here?
I remember that interview.
Have you been to one interview this
Yeah,
last year?
which one was it?
I guess you
Yo, there
trained?
was a little girl. So the way the Gracies work, if you've never heard of the Gracies, it's an event that they do every single year, and they do it nationally. They do it on a local level. They do it on a student, like a college student level, and it's to honor women in media, in journalism, in broadcast news. All the different facets of like Meghan Markle got one this year for her Netflix thing that she did. There's a lot of different categories for it, and the one in New York
Hope
is
she didn't get one for Spotify.
No, she did not.
They found out her producers did all the work
They just cut
Was
her
that a
into
shocker?
and they cut her voice in. I thought she'd at least do the interviews. Like
I
they-
mean,
Yeah.
Nope.
Like in other words, you've got an assistant
I thought they
interviewing the
would edit
person.
her doing an interview.
no.
No, what they'll do
did
is
the
they'll have an
interview.
just
assistant
took her
interview the
voice.
person, and then they'll cut the assistant's voice out, and then she'll re-record the lines for the question and insert it into the interview.
Yeah, that's really odd because I would want
That's
to
weak
ask her
sauce, man.
questions.
That sucks. And you got $20 million. You can't get your ass up out of bed to go interview someone?
Well, actually, here's the thing. Wouldn't
on,
you be
lady.
annoyed if the person, unless she gave the person the questions you want to ask? Because then she's relying on whoever
Even that's weak. I mean, you
asked
know.
the questions.
Yeah, even if you did that, there's still no follow-up.
Yeah.
Like, when
No.
you interview someone, you should, like...
Interacting.
You
Oh,
you drag
really?
things out of them like a natural conversation. You know, when you're conversing with somebody, they may have an answer, and you're like, "That's really interesting. I never thought about that. Have you ever thought of this?" And you get a different response out of them. But she just had an assistant record questions, and then they erased that assistant's question.
That's what makes me mad about these podcasts.
Inserted her
Every
voice
celebrity
in.
has one. There's only like 10% are really good.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Well, there's a
Smartless,
million of them out there, and we don't even know the tip of the iceberg.
like the celebrity wise, but they're all getting like $100 million.
Like people like
Yeah,
Rob
I'm
Lowe,
jealous.
he's
Wait,
good.
who was it? Joe Rogan got a Spotify deal? But he actually does
Well,
his,
Joe Rogan's
his show.
Got a talk show.
He's a beast. He's killing it.
So he's making the money because he's actually doing the work.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's there's a little girl there, and I got to find out more about her, and I still haven't looked in my program book, but she was like 7. She's the youngest person ever to win a Gracie because
Cool.
she decided to do a podcast, 7 years old, because that's what they're growing up with now, right? About what to do in the car while you're bored and your parents are driving.
That's cute.
Is that hilarious?
Wow.
That's funny.
I don't know what her category was. I don't know who her competition was, but there was a 7-year-old that came to the stage to get a Gracie. It was really cute.
That's showing ingenuity.
And Elizabeth Vargas, do y'all know who Elizabeth Vargas is? She used to host 2020. She was on Nightline. She did ABC News Tonight
She gets
before
shot?
David Muir got it.
No, her husband.
Her husband got
her
shot. Her
husband
husband
was.
is the guy that sang that song, I'm Walking in Memphis.
Yeah.
She had a problem with alcohol, and she wrote about it, her addiction to alcohol and trying to keep up professionally, being a wife and a mother, all these things. Anyway, she was the host, but she also was the presenter for my category because they had all these other presenters like Sarah Haynes from Good Morning America and The
that's
View.
cool.
She was
Yeah.
one of the presenters. And Elizabeth Vargas was the presenter for us. And so I was like, wow, that's funny to hear Elizabeth Vargas say the Roula and Ryan show on 104.1
She get it right?
She got it right, yeah. I was worried they're not going to pronounce my
I
name
think
right.
they usually,
I was like,
if you're
oh
a
God, don't say
presenter,
Roula.
they're going to give them like a phonetic, way to spell it.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Roo.
Roula. Don't say Rolla. Don't say Paula. Don't say Rolla.
Rala.
That's
Roula.
not something you could go into
Roula.
cold. You want to know everybody's names and how to pronounce them.
That's true.
It was good.
She's a pro.
And I saw a
of
bunch
course.
of our radio friends.
Did you
Eric,
see,
nerd talk for me and you behind the
did you
scenes.
see
later.
Cubby?
Yeah.
The man who
I
got
did.
you into this business?
When I first got my job in radio, it was because Paul Kelly Bryant was doing the nights on KRBE, and I was driving to get some strawberries for the cheesecake at Christie's, and I heard Gubby say, I'm tired of ordering pizza. Are there any restaurants that deliver here? I want some dinner, and I'll pay you for the dinner. This is before we had DoorDash, before we had Uber Eats. Regular restaurants didn't deliver. Only pizza places delivered. And I thought, well, he's still talking about it. I guess I really want some food. So I called up, faxed the menu. He picked Christie's. We weren't too far away. Me and my sisters brought him the famous fried shrimp, and that's how I got interested in radio.
That's pretty cool. And
Because he
and
invited us in here to see the
He
studio.
hosts a show in New York now.
He's been
Yeah.
doing it for, what,
Oh my God,
25
since
years.
1996.
27 years?
So he's had 3 co-hosts on 3 different stations, and all 3 of his co-hosts were there with him at the same table because the one that he's currently with was getting an award.
Was it
and
awkward
I think
for
the
him,
one
like
that from
when
his
you're
other
3 ex-wives?
no, because he's
Oh, no.
and then his
There's the
other
others.
co-host, I think she's on another station. I think she won one too. I don't know what her category was, but when I saw him, he was with all of his suits for his people, and he was like, "This is Roula. She delivered shrimp to my shift," and I was like, "I know.
But
If
he's-
I had never delivered shrimp to Cubby, I don't know where I'd be today."
He factors into the history of
I love
the
he says
show. In
that.
a way, he's kind of responsible for the show beginning because Cubby and I were friends, and I didn't know Rula at all.
Right,
He introduced me to Rula
One time on the corner of somewhere in New
at
York.
the Empire Cafe in Manhattan,
That's funny.
Funny.
and boom. Years
Rula's
later, we
Ryan.
ended up
Ryan knows
working.
Rula. Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm by. I was on my way to gig. You were just having dinner
We were
with him,
just
and
going out.
yep.
Fun times.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. So if you go to @Radio Rula on Insta, you'll see some of the fun from that event. That was very nice.
When did
Thank
you
very
leave?
much.
My daughter just got there yesterday.
I left on Monday because we went to stay with the kids for Father's Day, and then I got back yesterday.
No, I was just wondering if you guys crossed paths. It's
No, yeah.
like-
I did not see her on my airplane.
In the middle of the air, you waved to each other?
yeah,
Out
through the window.
windows.
Hi, bye.
That's how my sisters live, though. Both my sisters are flight attendants for United, and they both are Greek speakers. So usually they're high-fiving in the air. Like one is taking off from Newark, and the other one's coming
Aw.
back from Athens because they do the back and forth.
Have they
when
ever
you're
been
the
together?
speaker. I think they've done it twice.
They've done a
together.
flight together?
They've done a flight together twice.
So you're
Kathy and
seniority,
Maria.
right? Or does that
Yeah,
work like
Kathy
that?
was the
Or-
flight attendant first, and then she got Maria on.
But like when you work in the air, is there like a seniority thing? Like,
Oh, I don't know how that works.
you know what I mean? Like,
You must listen to me.
But
I'm the
actually,
boss here. I'm in
for-
charge. There has to
and-
be someone a boss, right?
Yeah.
Like someone has
There's
to be the
usually like
leader.
You can't
a
handle
flight
first
manager.
class.
A flight manager. You pick your spot. You can pick your spot.
Would you
wanna
want
have
first class,
or
or-
it's more work to do first class than it is to do
Because they're
back.
paying a lot of money, so they're really expecting to be pampered, I bet.
And for anybody driving to the airport right now, or perhaps you are on a flight soon in your future on United, my sister Maria is on every single flight that you're on because she's in the video, the safety video. She's the flight attendant that's crossing Abbey Road. She used to be the flight attendant that tells you to put your electronic devices away, but they rotate them out. So now it was just the part where the captain is inside the recording studio, Abbey Road Studios, and they go to all these different scenarios and they do a freeze frame of 4 United workers doing the Abbey Road walk.
It's pretty cool.
Like the Beatles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's the flight attendant.
Oh, how fun.
So every time like you fly, you're like, oh, there's a little piece of home. Oh, there's a little piece of home. All right. Actor mistakes that became moments of genius. What would those be? You know, you hear about people saying it's the way they say it. Nobody told Al Pacino to go, hoo-ah.
Yeah,
He just did the hoo-ah.
Hoo-ah.
And that became his thing
Yeah.
in the movie Scent of a Woman. Have you ever heard or seen the movie Scent of a Woman, Sam?
I have not.
You've never heard of it.
I've heard of it from you guys, but I haven't seen it.
But had you ever heard of the hoo-ah before?
Yes, but I
Okay.
didn't know what it was from. Yeah.
That's one of the things. And in The Dark Knight, why does Heath Ledger's Joker lick his lips so much? Well, that was not planned. Heath Ledger kept licking his lips because he was trying to keep the makeup from coming off. But why would you lick
maybe
your
the
lips to
scar-
try to keep it from coming
maybe the-
off?
Maybe he's trying to push the scar
The
to
scar, because he had like lipstick to make a scar.
keep it on to the right. But don't that make it wet and like want to fall off?
Yeah.
Maybe it tasted weird too.
In the very iconic scene of Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire stuffing his face onto a cake to say hello like that, he does this because there's a social worker that comes to his apartment to see how he's living, and he's half Miss Doubtfire, half himself.
He doesn't have the Miss Doubtfire mask on at the time.
So he
Right.
shoves his face in this iced cake, and the glop that falls into the coffee was not planned.
it just dripped.
Oh,
in.
wow.
It just fell.
Wow,
Isn't that
this is
something?
perfect.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
The glop was not supposed to fall into the tea. It was a happy accident. The heat from the lights had melted it. Because remember the lady
Yes.
they served the tea to says she kind of tasted it like,
Yeah, so do they add that in, you
They
think?
probably
I guess
that
she
maybe.
maybe she just did that on her own too. But I know
sweetener.
the glop
Yeah.
was
She loved it.
surprise.
I guess we have to
Glop
watch
effect.
it now and see if we can tell if it's like one scene.
One
Yeah.
continuous
Yeah.
cut.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell. I don't think.
Yeah, they're pretty
if
good
I
about-
watched it. Yeah.
Did you see The Princess Diary, Sam?
Yes.
So Anne Hathaway plays Mia,
When she falls on the stairs?
slips on the bleachers.
Yes. Yeah.
She
Or
was
bleachers,
not
yeah.
supposed to slip on the bleachers.
Yep.
They were wet because it had just rained. And Anne Hathaway went down by accident, but it was so funny they kept it.
That's
very
interesting.
Happy accident.
If you watch that
That was
Schwarzenegger
cute.
documentary, one of the biggest phrases of all time in movies is "I'll be back," and it was originally he was supposed to say I will return.
No, it was I'll come back.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
yeah.
I'll come back.
I'll come back.
And he goes, I don't know if I'll come back.
Oh.
I'll
But didn't
say
he
I'll
fight-
be back.
I
He
thought-
fought James Cameron about it.
But James Cameron had the right way.
Yeah,
And
and he wanted to do it a different way.
he's like,
Wait, I thought he wanted to say I'll be back, and James
No,
Cameron
James
says, I'll
Cameron's
come
the one
back.
he goes
because in the
insist on it.
documentary, Schwarzenegger goes, "I'm an idiot. I was fighting him, saying this isn't going to work."
I'll be
And it
back.
becomes my biggest catchphrase in my life.
That was a very interesting documentary.
It really was good.
It's funny how your body can be so giant and then it's not.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
He was such a giant.
steroids are a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean,
Okay,
even
thank you,
for
Ryan.
him to be fit, I don't think he was
No,
doing
he says he does them
steroids in the bodybuilder years. Yes, but was he doing steroids when he was like
Probably
in
more.
the junior year? Like junior, he was not so puffed up. Like
Oh
junior,
no, he
big.
was big.
He was big in
Yeah.
junior.
Yeah.
I never saw
Kindergarten
junior,
Cop.
but-
He had that suit, so it kind of covered him too. In Twins, they had that suit.
Oh my gosh, Mark and I just watched Twins the other night.
It's
and I
such a
was
cute movie.
I thought it was so stupid. What? I was like, this
For the
is
time, it was supposed to be funny 'cause he
It was
was
his
like the
first
big guy.
movie. They did over 100 million.
All right, we need people to call in.
Yeah, but still.
What do you think is a scam in
Or a
your
waste of
life,
time.
or a waste,
of
time,
money.
But most people don't. Like my friend was complaining about pest control service. That he's like, I have bees, and I pay $600 a month to get rid of, or a year to get rid of these bees. They come 2 or 3 times a year, and I still get bees, but I feel like I have to keep paying it because I'd have more bees. I'm like,
So is it a
He's
scam?
like-
Because it's insects. They can't control insects.
yeah, 'cause like when I did pest control, I couldn't guarantee that I would get every bug.
Well, I got most of them, but I see a little hive
Or
over there.
I'd
I'm going to
say-
leave that one alone, so I have return business.
When you spray, the bugs will come. They'll get sprayed. They want to die, so then you see them.
You're glad you find dead ones, not live ones.
Yeah.
713-390-KRBE. What do you think is a scam that nobody else thinks is a scam, or like a ripoff? We'll say it like that. It's like a ripoff.
It doesn't mean it is. It's just to you.
Yeah, to you. It's a ripoff. 713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Rain Show.
It's time for you to call out your scam.
Well, it's not really a scam. What do you think is a ripoff that nobody else thinks is a ripoff? Eric made up a good point. Think about pest control. They can't really control all the bugs in Houston, especially it's Houston, right? But you get pest control so you can control the
Because
bugs.
you don't want-
but they can't guarantee they're going to get them all.
You want less. I know, like, I'm all for it. I did that for a living, so
Yeah, I'd rather
I know
have it than
works.
not have it.
But there are some people that's like, hey, I want zero. I'm like, I can't say zero because something can always get by.
Okay, well, you can say that, but they'll still pay you for it. It's like the weather. Alita Loresco right now on ABC 13 is doing the weather. She cannot guarantee
It's a prediction.
it's not going to rain.
How about
Based
drinks,
on science.
Drinks at some of these restaurants where it's like $28 for a drink.
That's outrageous.
$28. What the
Like
heck
you go
kind
to
of
New
drink
York,
are you getting?
go to New York or something, and the drinks are crazy. There's a restaurant in Highland Village that was failing, and all of a sudden they jacked the price up on their margaritas and drinks and stuff, and the place went nuts. And the rich people loved
People
it.
think that, if I'm paying
They
all
charge
this,
like $14.
it must be
This is
fantastic.
years ago, I'm talking. And they charged like $14 for a drink, and then people, then they succeeded.
Well, one thing
By
that
jacking up the price. I'm like, how's that work?
Sounds awful.
Hell no.
One thing I learned about as becoming a homeowner was that there's this thing called a home warranty.
Homeowners insurance?
No, home warranty. You
Yeah,
get
the
on
home
top
warranty.
of So
Yes,
a home
people think
warranty,
that's a scam.
you pay like $700 a year,
Yep.
more or less. And if an appliance or if a major system goes down, they will fix it for allegedly $70
Or less.
Yes.
And let me tell you how that works. Why some people think it's a scam and why it's not. I got that when I got my first house, Kev. And my washer and dryer that was brand new when I bought my house, the top like latch of this, whatever, the washer messed up. So I called the home warranty service, like, hey, my washer door is not working. They have to contact their guys. Like, you're not going to call your guy and they're going to pay for it. They have to contact a guy, see who's available, and they come out. They'll fix it, $35. But the scam is when it's a major, oh yeah, we don't cover that. That's like under the house. Like a pipe bursts. Yeah, no.
But
That's
what about if
under
it?
the
What if,
house.
what if
Two of the next level.
What if it's
$200.
What if they discover, the whole dishwasher is destroyed? You have to replace it. Do they cover that?
Yes.
Yeah, if it's
And-
dishwasher or washing machine,
Oh, that's
dryer.
I'm on both sides of the fence of it because I've had years where I've wasted it, and then this past home, the refrigerator went out very quickly, and boom, I got a brand new one, and it's a decent refrigerator. Then the stove went out. Oh no, they just sent the dude over there like 7 times to fix it. Never did. And so it's like y'all got to just replace this for less money than sending dude over so many times.
One person says on text, bottle service. They charge hundreds of dollars for a bottle that
That's
costs
a ripoff.
$25 at
And
the
do you
liquor
even know
store.
if it is that liquor?
You don't know.
I mean,
Well, they're supposed to crack it in front of you, but they already have that sparkler on top of
Yeah.
it. You don't know what they put in there.
yeah.
That's so expensive. I did that in Miami for like a birthday, and oh my gosh, that was the stupidest idea.
But that's how
ever.
they make their money.
You just got to figure that
Well, I
they're
didn't realize the
pouring
price of it.
They're pouring the
Oh, you
cheapest
didn't?
stuff into that bottle.
Wait, Sam, you didn't check before you ordered the bottle?
No, we
It's
were
like
like,
usually
it's a
$2.50
birthday.
a bottle or $300.
It's a birthday
I'd like to
party.
think they on the honor system. They're already making that much money. Give me the
Nah.
good stuff.
It costs
That's what
them,
you would think. And
cost
it-
them like $40 to buy this bottle in the liquor store, and then they charge $300 for it.
I think
Yes.
I think with like the glasses and the juices and everything, I think it was like $500.
Whoa!
For one bottle.
Oh, good God.
Stupid.
Zarina's up at 713-390-KRBE. We're asking, what do you think is like a ripoff or kind of like scam-ish? But everybody's like, yeah, we'll do it. We pay
most
for
people
it.
do it, but
What is
we
it,
don't like
Zarina?
Hey, good morning. I think cut flowers are a scam.
Cut flowers.
I love fresh flowers. $10 at the grocery store, can't beat it.
Yeah. Okay, but they're fresh for what, like a day or two? Why not just get like a flowering plant that's going to survive, and it's better for you, and
Girl,
it's
in
better
this
for the
heat.
environment?
Everything's dying.
You keep it inside the house. I'm telling you, I have had plants that they make the house smell so good. But then I had these cut flowers that after like 2 days, there's like mold growing on the inside
Yeah,
of the
the
vase.
smell of
I
dying
think
flowers
it's
is
a
the
complete
worst.
ripoff.
Well, a lot of people don't have the luxury of driving all over Houston to find a nursery and
What do
then
you
get
mean?
flowers.
Home
You
Depot
just don't have a
has
plant, yeah. Lowe's or Home
Kroger
Depot.
has plants.
Kroger has plants.
But
too,
what's the
correct?
base?
Kroger has
Like-
plants that have
Yes.
roots.
Yes,
Wow,
definitely.
I didn't know that.
HEB does
Do you
as
have
well.
Are you married? Do you have a husband?
Zarina?
I am.
Our wife.
And it
So-
irritates me whenever I get, like, he'll bring me flowers on Mother's Day because that's what to do.
Yeah.
And on my anniversary, and they're like 2 weeks apart. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, great, now I have 2 rotting carcasses in my house.
Wow.
That's awesome. You
Your
got-
husband would be like,
We've
well,
been
I'm not
married
going to
for
do that
18
anymore.
years.
That's good.
We've been married for 18 years, and he knows I have this pet peeve about cut flowers.
And he still does it.
Still get them.
So you like plants, not cut flowers. You got you a plant, you'd be okay with that, like a fern.
Here's a nice ficus.
Exactly. Well, not a fern. I mean, I want like a pretty plant. But before we got married, he knew that I was like irritated about cut flowers so he gave me this little glass rose.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, this will last forever. I'm like, perfect. Now you don't ever need to get me flowers again. But still, because he's like, oh, well, I guess he has to tell his mom that, oh, yeah, I got her flowers.
His mom probably put pressure on him. Yeah.
That's funny,
I'm
Zarina.
like, save that money and get me something else.
Don't give
Yeah,
Zarina
tell him,
any
take
flowers.
all the flowers you do for every year, add it all up for the next 15 years and buy me something cool.
Well, that's only because she
And then
doesn't
you
like
don't
it.
buy
Other men
anything
do
else
not
for
take this
15
advice.
years.
Yeah, no more flowers. Just
Do
buy
not
me
take
that.
this advice, other men, if the woman in your life
Yeah.
likes flowers. Because then he'd be like, well, I was in the Roula and Ryan show, and they said buying flowers is a waste of money.
gotta hope that
That's
she doesn't
only
like it.
if Zarina is, because Zarina does not want
That's her
the cut
personal
flowers.
taste.
Yeah. She's happy her husband will not spend money on the
Her
flowers.
husband's lucky.
My thing is, don't buy me flowers on the big holidays where they jack up the prices. Because I love to buy fresh flowers all the time.
But we as guys can't win. If we buy you flowers when it's just out of the blue, you're like, uh-oh, what'd you do?
What'd you do?
Yeah, that is a good point.
So, by the way, somebody said on text, Eric, regarding the pest control thing with the bees, you said
yeah,
your
the
friend
bees.
had bees and they can't control, they're going to get all the bees. They said what's cheaper is to use I didn't even know that you can call someone like this, a bee rehoming service.
Oh, yeah, they collect them.
Yeah.
The vacuum them up.
Rescue/rehoming is a lot less expensive and it's better guarantees the bees won't be back.
Because you want to kill him. I felt guilty killing
Well, also,
bees
isn't
and
there
stuff.
something about don't kill the bees because the planet's falling apart without their pollination?
Yeah, we need the bees.
We need the bees.
Yeah.
Although there was a dead bee on my car yesterday. Isn't that weird? I'm like, what killed
Probably
this
from the
bee?
heat.
Yeah.
It probably landed on my car and melted on the hood.
It's not hands. It's got his little thing
Legs.
stuck on the window. And
Bee paws.
Bees don't have paws.
that'd be cute though. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Yeah,
What?
Little paws.
Oh my God,
Like a
stop
little dog.
with you. That is so ridiculous.
Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. The atmosphere has stabilized after last night's round of storms, and apparently there's still enough moisture in the air that we could be experiencing more scattered showers and storms throughout the day, but it will cool the temperatures down to the mid-90s.
It's like
But when they get their power back is what people want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many people are out now?
Well, last night it was 288,564
When we started the show at 6, it was
customers.
171,000.
Did Charlie, or you weren't home yet? Did Charlie, like my dog, like
Oh, no, she's
My
at-
dog
5 or
was
6 minutes was
freaked out.
acting weird, and
Yeah.
like jumped on the bed trying to like
Get
lay
close to
between
you?
me and like lay by me, and then all of a sudden the lightning started
It
hitting.
was weird. I saw red lightning last night. I'd never seen that before.
Really?
Yeah, the sky lit up all red. It was crazy. I want to do this story for Roula because I know that you were scammed. Somebody tried to scam you by using AI to duplicate your husband's
For
voice.
those that don't know, my in-laws live in Dallas, and they received a call, quote unquote, from my husband saying that they need to give him $36,000 right now to get him out of jail right now. And he's crying, and they really believed it was his voice. It was not him. He did not need the money, and he was not in jail.
So, Harris County prosecutors have identified a man accused of voice cloning. Prosecutors said they tracked down the suspect the old-fashioned way by tracing the money to a bank account in New Jersey. Prosecutor Sheila Hansel.
Jersey.
She works in the Consumer Fraud Division at Harris County's District Attorney Office. She said they're aware of cases in Tennessee, Utah, New Jersey, and Texas. She says basically it is a script. It's the exact same. Same actors involved. There's a team, and they all say the same things. It's the same story. And they got this guy in Harris County.
Well, it's just, I'm glad they
hopefully
got
that's
him, but I
one
feel like
off the
he's one
streets.
of many.
Oh, of course. They work in farms.
Bugs don't die.
How do you feel like that? Like you made money.
They don't care. They just don't
you just
care.
want the money. I guess you buy stuff, makes you feel better.
There's no empathy whatsoever.
Wait, didn't we talk about this when Kevin did the telemarketer turnaround? I was saying how I just get so like, how the hell do these people sleep at night that try and scam you? And people were texting that in the countries where those people are sourcing like the calls,
Right.
those people don't care because the amount of money they make off that one call to screw you over saves like their whole family for the year.
It
Call
does.
yesterday. That person was trying to get his check number.
Yeah. If you missed Kevin's
no.
prank yesterday, he really got this guy good. Go to the podcast. It was in the 7 o'clock hour. He really made, and you could hear like the voice form of all the other people doing the scam in the background.
Yes,
And you
different
called them out.
scams. Different scams in the background. The other one you could hear was the social security number.
You can hear that.
Yeah. So go to KRB.com tomorrow, or
They're
actually
Russian?
yesterday.
Explosive diarrhea is what we wish on the thieves everywhere.
You know
hope
Russians
so.
were doing that, Kevin.
They're Russian.
It sounds like a Russian.
My entire all my accents end up in some type of harsh Russian.
It's true. Okay, we just got a call from Zarina, who does not like fresh cut flowers. She never wants her husband to send her flowers or buy her flowers. So Roula and Ryan's roses would probably not work on Zarina. If her husband was to get called about, hey, who do you want to send the red roses to? He'd probably say, well, my wife can't stand these, so send them to my mom.
Yep.
We are going to do Roula and Ryan's roses next to find out if your husband's a cheater or not, or your mate's a cheater. And we'll see how it all plays out next on the Roula and Ryan Show.